By then, Clark could be halfway through her WNBA career, and Nike could miss the window to capitalize on her explosive rise in popularity. It's hard to imagine why Nike would sit on a golden opportunity like this, especially considering Clark's undeniable impact. Her games are drawing record-breaking crowds with an average of 15 on 300 fans in attendance compared to the league average of just 7,300. And if Nike doesn't act soon, they could find themselves watching from the sidelines as Adidas or another competitor rides the wave of Clark's success. As Caitlin Clark's star continues to rise, the question remains, will Nike finally wake up and give her the spotlight she deserves, or will they let Adidas steal the show? With fans growing more frustrated and Adidas making bold moves, one thing is certain, this battle is far from over. Could Nike's hesitation cost them one of the biggest stars in women's basketball? Others think Nike is playing a long game, waiting for the perfect moment to promote Clark. But here's the kicker. There are whispers that Clark's shoe might not hit stores until 2026 or 2027. Caitlin Clark's deal with Nike is massive. By then, Clark could be halfway through her WNBA career, and Nike could miss the window to capitalize on her explosive rise in popularity. It's hard to imagine why Nike would sit on a golden opportunity like this, especially considering Clark's undeniable impact. By swooping in and praising Clark's achievements, Adidas is making a statement. They're aligning themselves with the future of women's basketball, and if Nike doesn't act fast, they could lose one of the most promising athletes in the game. After all, Clark isn't just a great player. She's a ticket seller, a ratings booster, and the kind of talent the WNBA needs to push the league forward. Some say they're prioritizing players like A'ja Wilson, a three-time WNBA MVP who's set to release her own signature shoe.
He reports Nike wants to prioritize A'ja Wilson, and it fears the optics of giving a rookie a signature shoe before an already established star who just won league MVP.
Others think Nike is playing a long game, waiting for the perfect moment to promote Clark. But here's the kicker. There are whispers that Clark's shoe might not hit stores until 2026 or 2027. Her jersey sales have skyrocketed, and she's drawing in new viewers to the WNBA like never before.
Clark's Indiana Fever jersey is apparently sold out in all sizes.
The Caitlin Clark effect is real, and it's turning heads, except apparently at Nike headquarters. And if fans are growing frustrated and they're starting to voice their concerns on social media. How could Nike sign such a high-profile athlete only to leave her on the sidelines when it comes to marketing? Despite her massive impact, Nike, her sponsor, has done nothing to promote her. No commercials, no signature shoe, no billboards, nothing. This silence is baffling for an athlete of Clark's caliber, especially given the 8-year, $28 million endorsement deal she signed with them. Nike signed Caitlin Clark, one of the hottest names in women's basketball, and then acted like she doesn't exist. How does the biggest sports brand in the world miss an opportunity like this? While Nike has been playing it cool, Adidas saw the opportunity and pounced. They've started promoting Clark as if they're the ones who signed her. Adidas's global ambassador, tennis legend Billie Jean King, even publicly praised Clark's Rookie of the Year win, something Nike has been eerily quiet about. Adidas is positioning itself as the brand backing the future of women's sports. It's a power move that leaves Nike looking out of touch, especially as the younger generation continues to look for athletes who represent more than just stats. Her success is undeniable, and she's quickly become the face of women's basketball, a role that could bring immense value to Nike if they seize it. Meanwhile, Adidas is making waves. They've recognized the massive potential of aligning with Caitlin Clark, and they're not holding back. With Billie Jean King praising Clark's Rookie of the Year achievement, Adidas has effectively positioned themselves as the brand that values Clark's contributions to the sport. By doing so, they're tapping into a market that Nike seems to be overlooking, one that's hungry for more recognition of women's sports and its brightest stars. Let's face it, Adidas is playing chess while Nike's still stuck on checkers. This isn't just about Caitlin Clark or Nike's mishandling of a star athlete. It's about the broader conversation surrounding how brands value female athletes. Women's sports are on the rise, and athletes like Clark are driving that growth. Brands that fail to capitalize on these opportunities risk not only missing out on immediate financial gains, but also alienating a growing audience that is invested in the success of these athletes. Caitlin Clark isn't just the future of the WNBA, she's the future of sports marketing. The brands that recognize her value and invest in her now will be the ones reaping the rewards in the years to come. And if Nike doesn't act soon, they could find themselves watching from the sidelines as Adidas or another competitor rides the wave of Clark's success. Adidas is positioning itself as the brand backing the future of women's sports, and Caitlin Clark is the perfect star to lead that charge. They've acknowledged Clark's record-breaking jersey sales and her ability to pack arenas, and they've jumped on the opportunity to align themselves with her rising star. It's a power move that leaves Nike looking out of touch, especially as the younger generation continues to look for athletes who represent more than just stats. They want icons, and Caitlin Clark is exactly that. Not only is Adidas riding the wave of Clark's popularity, but they're also making a play to position themselves as the go-to brand for the next generation of women's athletes. If Nike doesn't act soon, they might find themselves sidelined in a game they once dominated. Nike is feeling the heat, and it's all because of Caitlin Clark. After landing what could have been a billion-dollar opportunity with the WNBA's newest star, they've fumbled the bag. Instead of capitalizing on Clark's incredible rookie season, Nike has left her in the shadows while Adidas swooped in, recognizing her star power. Is Nike about to lose basketball's next global icon to their biggest competitor? With rumors swirling and fans outraged, we have to ask, did Nike just make the biggest mistake in women's basketball history? Let's break down the shocking turn of events that could change the sports marketing game forever. Caitlin Clark's deal with Nike is massive. 8 years, $28 million. That kind of money usually comes with the works, signature shoes, massive ad campaigns, and product lines. But so far, crickets. For months, fans have been waiting for Nike to drop a Caitlin Clark ad, or even better, a signature shoe. But it seems Nike has been dragging their feet. Why? There's a lot of speculation about Nike's reasoning. Some say they're prioritizing players like A'ja Wilson, a 3-time WNBA MVP who's set to release her own signature shoe.
He reports Nike wants to prioritize A'ja Wilson, and it fears the optics of giving a rookie a signature shoe before an already established star who just won league MVP.